There's a little bit of unrest in the White House, and we have the details.
Yeah, so I'm checking my Twitter feed Sunday night, about to go to bed. And
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night.
And there's a crazy tweet out there from Jen Psaki. So, we got the tweet here. So let's check it out.
So for anyone who needs to hear it, VP is not only a vital partner to POTUS, but a bold leader who has taken on key, important challenges facing the country, from voting rights to addressing root causes of migration to expanding broadband internet.
Is VP now vital partner, or is it vice president? Which one is?
So what was so urgent that she had to put this tweet out on Sunday night?
Hold on, let's see. The time is 8:20 p.m. This is after you've already eaten dinner. Whenever you're this is after you've showered and you're laying, around doing your own relaxation.
She was probably taking a slam and just thought about it, that's
just
what
sitting
I
on
need
the
to
toilet.
send out.
Yeah, this was really important apparently. So
and this is right after Kamala. She's been on a European tour, meeting with France and different things, and she's put on a terrible performance. And her ratings
She shit all over the place.
I mean, her ratings are awful too. They're even worse than Biden. So normally the president will recommend the VP to run for president or something, but they're saying that might not even
going to happen. Yeah, so we have some media.
The CNN exclusive. Insiders reveal for the first time tension and frustration behind the scenes between Vice President Kamala Harris and the White House.
This is CNN
come
admitting
from
it.
nearly 3 dozen
doing the story
current
of all
and former
people.
Harris aides, administration
There's
officials,
Biden
Democratic
shitting his
operatives, donors, and outside advisors who spoke to CNN about the complex reality
She had to wear a
inside the
mask
White
or
House.
she
On
wouldn't
one
smell
side,
it.
members of Harris's inner circle who believe she's being sidelined and set up to fail instead of being positioned to be a future president. One former high-level Harris aide put it this way. We put this up on screen. They're consistently sending her out there on losing issues in the wrong situations for her skill set. CNN has also learned Harris has told confidants she feels constrained in what she's able to do. The mood apparently summed up.
What are these losing issues?
What are her
immigration?
skill sets? What is her skill set?
I don't know.
Yeah,
She's
what's
a terrible lawyer
What's
from
her
California.
skill set? What's she? Yeah, I mean, is there anything that's within her ability?
Sucking her way to the top, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
By this satirical headline from The Onion goes like this.
The Onion!
Sometimes pass around when they're feeling
we're
annoyed.
quoting The Onion.
White House urges Kamala Harris to sit at a computer all day in case emails come through. Of course, it's not that bad inside the White House. But on the other side of things, you have West Wing staffers who say they're completely
she's good for
exasperated,
nothing.
throwing up their hands at what they perceive as some of Harris's awkward mistakes, including some cringy answers on Israel and the border crisis. Sources tell CNN there's also the belief that Harris's staff has repeatedly failed her and left her exposed. I'm joined now by the
I heard Biden stuck her on the border crisis because he just didn't even want to deal with it. So
I mean,
put her in charge of it. So
yeah, well, I mean, I feel like you're supposed to put your VP on things that aren't important enough for you to deal with, but when you start slinging around your VP because it's things like, oh, this is irrelevant and doesn't really matter how terribly you perform. That's an issue.
They act like it's a big deal that somebody in the government's job is to sit around all day waiting to get an email, because that's it's like what 90% of public servants do.
That is, yeah. Unless you work at the post office, in which case you go as slow as possible and you perform your job all day because you're very slow.
I will say the people at the post office I go to are great. They're top notch.
We have some more video.
There are a few reports from over the weekend that the vice president is unhappy. Can she expect the president's automatic endorsement if she decides to run herself in either 2024 or 2028?
No.
Well, first of all, the president selected the vice president because to serve as his running mate because he felt she was exactly
because she was female and colored.
And he wanted help getting elected.
And it made him look good.
Yeah.
the person he wanted to have by his side to govern the country. She's a key partner, she's a bold leader, and she is somebody who has taken on incredibly important assignments, whether it is addressing the root causes of migration at the Northern Triangle or taking on a core cause of democracy in voting rights. So that is who the president selected. I don't have any predictions of whether she will run, when she will run. I will leave that to her, but I can tell you that there's been a lot of reports out there and they don't reflect his view or our experience with the vice president.
And so you got
And keep track of my Twitter at night for the latest updates on the VP.
Yeah. So
Sunday night when I'm in the bathroom.
Gosh. By the way, follow me on Twitter because it's I'm always posting, even at night.
So are they saying that like Biden's not going to run for president? Is that what they're assuming?
Oh, there's no way he's gonna run again. I mean,
He is not going to be mentally stable to run it again and
he
serve
was.
another 4 years.
He knows what his ratings are right now, and so he's not gonna waste his time or the last few years of his life when he can spend it with his grandchildren. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, he just needs to go back to Delaware for good.
have not heard that the vice president or key members of her staff are unhappy.
Here's what I know, Peter. I know that the president relies on the vice president for her advice, for her counsel. She's somebody who is not only taking on issues that are challenging. She's not looking for a cushy role here. No vice president is, no president is. And that she's somebody that is a valuable member of the team. And he expects to also, you can all expect to be out there out in the country
Spit it
on the
out.
infrastructure bill. And he's looking forward to
Jim, we don't believe you based on your Sunday night tweet.
Zap. Like what?
All I want to say is Peter's hair looked ravishing. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but man,
Yeah.
I was just looking at the mask.
I was just looking at Peter's hair.
So we have even more. One more video.
Thank you. Our next question will come
So I
from
think
Jennifer.
this is a terrible answer on inflation. So this kind of shows why, she has such bad ratings, and this is just
Glad to
pathetic.
see Dr. Evil's doing the hand signs.
at Bloomberg.
Watch her fumble this.
Experiencing record inflation, the worst in 30 years, way beyond expectations. OPEC didn't increase oil production. Can you tell us a little bit about how you would prevent the new spending in your Build Back Better agenda from exacerbating the problem? And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
I think.
Just her face alone. Honestly, to me, her face alone is like, what do I?
Yeah. And watch her buy time right here.
Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
Prices are going up.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the question?
Families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Bread.
And we have to understand what that means. That's
Look
about
at all of
cost
this.
living
She's
going
still
up.
stuff.
That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something.
So
what is she
everything
gonna
she
do?
said so far is what all the Americans already know. My paycheck is $1,500 a month. It needs to go this far. Now it needs to go this far. My paycheck is $2,000 a month. This is how far it needs to go. All the American families already know this. Like
Right.
what? Everyone goes to the store to buy bread and milk. Why is she like fluffing all of
She
this?
basically repeated the question. How
she
about give us
doesn't-
an answer
yeah.
how you're going to solve it?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't timing how long that was, but that was a ton of fluff.
I'm getting tired of these gas prices too. Like, why can't we release? There's a
Gosh.
reserve. Let's use it,
Yeah, this is.
and let's not cut out pipelines. So
Yeah.
But she could give an answer like that we're gonna solve it that way. But
Yeah.
That is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And
Now
we
answer
know
the
from
question.
the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality
Now
of life
answer.
for
Now. She didn't answer the whole question the whole time.
no.
So here's what
She
we're
didn't
gonna
even
do.
answer it.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a $10 trillion infrastructure bill and pump all that money into the economy. So all this more money gets in the economy and helps keep prices up on everything.
Hey, you want to pay $5 for a loaf of bread? We got you. We got you. How about $6 per gallon of gas? Guess what? We got you on that one too.
And we're gonna give everybody $15 an hour, and which
gosh.
is worth nothing now.
And that's an interesting thing on its own because a lot of like middle class wage earners are not seeing their income raise, compared to what's going on. So
I saw something on MSNBC that talked about like, well, have you forgot about your $2,000 check when you gave Biden a bad rating?
No, I bought Bitcoin with that.
Yeah, I spent that money already. It's long gone. So just because you reminding me about it, it's gone. I'll just let you know.
Yeah, probably bought an iPhone with it or something.
Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, she's doing a bad job. She's doing a bad job.
Her poll numbers show it. So.
And I mean, she the likelihood that she becomes president, or I mean, even if she's vice president again, like if Biden runs again, is she gonna be his vice president? Or I highly doubt that. But guys, we on the Free Speech Forum have a thread going on. Go find it. You can put some replies to it. People reply, will reply. But other than that,
tell us how much you love or hate.
Gosh, the
VP
gracious,
here.
yeah.
So.
Other than that, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
See you next time.